The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
What's happening?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
So
boys.
everybody.
Everybody look.
We back. We back.
Yeah,
We back.
yeah.
We back.
Yeah, it's already rocking. Weezy, give me your song of the week, my boy.
What's on the wiki is Drake Nokia. Who's calling my phone?
Who?
Hey man,
You know this Harmony's walk up music.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. Shout out to that. Who?
Drake had people going crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Jersey, man. Shout out to legend from the 6. Yeah, nah. My song of the week is Dave. Shout out to Dave. He has a LA Leakers freestyle, so y'all check that out. Shout out to my boy Dave. Really good album that came out last year. One of my top 10 favorite albums last year. Yeah.
Dave who?
Dave. That's
This
the
is
rapper
Dave.
Dave. He from London.
Okay.
Yeah. He can really rap though.
Okay.
He dates Tim's. That'll help you out.
Okay.
You know,
He has
yeah.
no
All
clue.
right, cool.
He lost in the sauce. It's okay. It's all right.
Close us out, coach.
Man, my song of the week, is Earth, Wind, and Fire, Fantasy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you went to the way back. Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
that's a,
Yeah.
little No Dope on Sundays.
There you go.
Playlist right there.
There you go.
Ain't nothing wrong
Gotta
with that.
have it.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Gotta
that.
have it.
Yeah.
Gotta get your playlist. Gotta get your gospel playlist for Sunday, man.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, you
Gotta get
right.
your gospel playlist.
We
got a
used to
gospel
have,
playlist. I got one.
We used to have one.
I
though. You
still
remember
have
back in the-
one.
You still had it?
Yeah, I add to it all the time.
Ain't no-
I shoot it to you.
Yeah, shoot it to me.
I'm
You
gonna
want
do-
this to a coach?
Damn.
You know what? That was wrong.
It was.
And I don't know why I said
Yeah,
that.
bro.
I'm just talking.
It was.
I'm just talking. You know what? That was wrong. I stand on
Hey,
that. That was wrong.
that's growth, Weezy.
That was
is
wrong.
growth.
And I know that.
That is
Yeah,
growth,
that
Weezy.
was wrong.
Every Sunday.
I should
bro.
have said that. That
That
was
is
wrong.
growth, Weezy.
That was.
Every
I
Sunday.
said I was wrong. I ain't gonna say it no more. I was wrong.
That was. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I just, man, that.
Hey.
You see what I'm
The
saying?
devil jumped on your back,
Yeah.
Weezy. That's what it was.
Sure did. Take it from me. Take it from me.
Yeah.
Take it from me.
Let's go, guys.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Hove.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Jeff is out on assignment. Shout out to you, Jeff.
Shout out to Jeffrey.
Jefferson. Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Let's
pod.
Let's pod.
Let's pod, yeah. Episode 607, we're handing out draft grades for the 2026 NFL Draft.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off, Weezy. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Best week, man. Softball, man. We 5-1.
Roll it.
Y'all roll.
Roll.
On the river.
Yes, sir.
Got a big week coming up, but we 5-1.
That's good. That's good.
Rivalry week.
Big week Friday night.
Okay.
Mhm.
Friday night lights.
I won't be here Friday. Big week Friday.
Friday night lights.
He like
Big
me.
game Friday.
He like me. My best of the week of the Hawks, man. They had people jumping off trampolines. Soldier Boy performing at halftime. Hard to win when all of that black excellence is happening. So shout out to the Hawks.
They did win.
Good to see me.
They should have lost that game.
No,
New
I'm
York.
saying it's hard for the Knicks to come in there and play amongst all of that.
And the Knicks should have won that game. Knicks was up
They
2.
should have.
Knicks up 3 was up like
Yeah.
with 12 seconds left. They should have lost that
They
game.
shoulda.
They
Yeah.
got some work to do now.
Nah, they'll be all right. I think they're going to win 3 straight.
You think so?
No, sir.
I don't know about
I
that.
bet you put that on the board.
Nah,
I don't know about 3 straight.
Yeah. What you talking about, Cal?
Man, my best of the week is shout out to the city, man. Rumors are we look to be getting the Super Bowl in 2030.
2030.
I tell you this, if that happens, traffic is gonna be insane in this city.
You got to say that.
You better stay in the house.
It's going to be a
boy.
Zoom.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You're not gonna be able to get around. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bet. Worst of the week. We easy to talk to the people.
Worst of the week, man. If you're working downtown this weekend, that they having that marathon.
The Country Week Marathon?
Yeah.
Is this weekend?
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it's raining. It's going to be raining.
And every road is blocked off.
Yeah, all of them.
Every road is blocked.
You got to know your way through the city for real to be able to move through that.
Every year they get me. I'll be about 15 minutes late. Every year they get me.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna get me tomorrow though.
You're going to
I'ma
be
get their ass.
early.
Yeah, I'm gonna get their ass
Yeah,
tomorrow.
There
be
we go.
better.
My worst of the week is James Pierce Jr. He tried to kill that girl, man. That's not a good president set for the youth, man. That ain't right, man.
Man, he's just a rookie too, right?
He's going into his second year. That ain't right.
What's wrong with these young boys, man?
No, I'm telling you. No. That's all I got to say. I ain't saying too much. Yeah.
Mm.
Close us out, Coach.
My worst of the week, man, is a woman who took 14 tequila shots on a cruise ship and failed.
Overboard?
No.
I'm finna
She just
say.
fell in the boat and kind of hurt herself a little bit. Sued the cruise line.
Carnival.
Yeah. And won $300,000 because she took 14 shots.
14 shots. Right.
What they said they shouldn't have gave it. They said they should have stopped her.
Yeah.
Well, they probably should have.
No, I'm not hating on her.
We got to hold some people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with the.
Yes, bro.
Because
It's always Luke.
why are you asking for 14 shots tequila? And then you get drunk and fall down the steps. Nah, ain't no nothing. Know your limits. Cut yourself off. But this is why we in the position we in the world today because
man.
people are doing stuff like this and winning.
Yeah, you don't suffer.
That's my point.
If she's healthy, that's a mean come up though.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate that.
That's my word. That's not cool.
I ain't say it was right.
Come on, man.
I ain't
You
say it
know
was right.
cough is hot.
Go.
No.
Yeah.
Go.
I ain't say it was right, but she thought
Come
it
on,
through.
man.
She thought it through though.
Nah, man. Check us out on
Thought it
iTunes,
way through.
Facebook, IG,
Shit, she
Google
a
Play,
pretty woman.
Spotify, and YouTube to catch up on full archive of past episodes of FSP. All you got to do is search Full
Thought it through,
Sport
Coach.
Press Podcast. Now, before we get started with the first half,
Yes.
J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy,
Yes, sir.
do you guys have a award recipient for this week's Yellow Box?
We do. This week's award recipient is the Trailblazers new owner, Tom Dundon.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The Portland Trailblazers are back in the playoffs for the first time since 2021. But the primary storyline is not Scoot Henderson's breakout game 2 or Tiago Splitter's steady hand as an interim head coach. Instead, the spotlight has been shifted towards the owner's suite. Since Dallas billionaire Tom Dundon officially took over control of the franchise on March the 31st, his mix of aggressive analytics and ruthless cost-cutting has sent shockwaves through Rip City. He's earned the name El Cheapo from the media. Here are the reports. Dundon, he forced Blazers team staffers to wait in a hotel lobby before the play-in game against Phoenix to avoid late checkout fees. The Blazers announced they would not provide T-shirts for fans attending Game 3 at the Moda Center. In a playoff game, you're not handing out T-shirts.
So sad.
And lastly, he's reportedly looking to cap the Knicks head coach at $1.5 million. Just for an update, the median salary for a head coach in the NBA is $7 million. Who in the hell are you gonna get to coach an NBA team for $1.5 million, dude?
Nobody.
But why is he doing that?
Because he's trying to cut costs to kind of make profit trying to make more profit is what I'm saying.
Cheap. Stop.
Is the
Cheap.
franchise in danger of like losing it or
He just got him for 450
thousand?
M's.
Yeah, you cheap. You just cheap.
Crazy.
He ain't spending that bread.
He just spend the bread.
You got it.
Don't get it back. You're in the NBA. It's one of the most lucrative situations to be a part of.
Yeah,
Being
owners
an
don't lose.
owner. You don't
Owners don't lose money.
You don't lose. It's all money in.
Yeah.
And you cutting costs like staying in hotel rooms, making sure people don't late checkout. What?
Really?
You missed it?
No, I'm just thinking about it. I'm saying it really like
that's just
yeah.
crazy. Like that ain't no way to conduct business. And more than anything, just imagine if you are the franchise player and you're looking like, hey, my contract's up. You know he ain't finna pay you.
He ain't gonna give you nothing.
I ain't gonna lie. When the franchises or the sports teams come to hotels, the hotels milk them for every dime. Like
Yeah,
just say
they
just
should.
say you come to the hotel and you get a late checkout, right? They might, and you like they tell you checkouts at 12 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and you might stay at about 12:15, 12:30. They might not charge you for it. Like,
No.
they gonna charge them for that 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know they got it.
Yeah.
Man. I ain't right.
That's crazy. Ain't it?
Yeah.
Ain't it?
I'm gonna take this over to Tom.
Yeah,
Man.
holla
You
at your
gotta
boy,
talk.
man.
Yeah,
Talk to him.
that ain't nothing.
Talk
You
to
guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like you do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Lock.
Coach Lock, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
Nothing has changed, man. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
J Ho, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
J Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter.
I'm FSP_Weezy on IG. Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
Ooh,
I'll let you.
remixed. He
Yeah.
remixed it right
I'll
there.
let you.
He went Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah. Hey, man, girl, let me whisper in your ear. Yeah.
Underrated group, too. Underrated group.
He ain't
came
got
out.
hits. Tough 10.
Yeah.
Tough 10 matchup in the verse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not a party that you're going to go to that you won't hear Yin Yang Twins.
In the South, you won't. They don't play the Yin Yang Twins out west, and definitely out in the east.
Yes, you crazy. You're going to hear from the window to the wall.
I'm telling you,
you're going to hear
you're
that.
not hearing from the window to the wall.
I disagree.
I got it. We will do that real quick. But before we get to our yin yang conversation, let's talk some NBA talk. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding the future of the Golden State Warriors these days. After failing to make the playoffs for the second time in the last 3 seasons, every member of the Warriors organization is taking a step back to assess their next steps, including head coach Steve Kerr. Kerr revealed that he would spend the next few weeks thinking about whether he should return or not as the head coach in 2026. In 2024, the Warriors re-signed Kerr to a 2-year, $35 million deal. He was coaching on an expiring contract. Coach, what do you think? Is Coach Kerr coming back to Golden State?
Coach Kerr is gone with the win. He sees the writing on the wall, man. That Warriors band is over. And I think it'll be a mutual split. It's not going to be a situation where they're going to fire him because he's not a good coach or they want to get rid of him. It's just a thing. It's run its course. Steph is getting old. Draymond is probably going to be gone. And the Warriors are going to start to rebuild and look different than what we have used to seeing that Warriors team with Steph and Draymond and everybody else around them. So I just think it's time. Steve Kerr, he's gotten old himself. I think he's gone. And I think it'll be a mutual decision.
Weez?
My question is he gonna is he retiring or just thinking about coaching another team?
I assume he's just gonna sit out this year and kind of figure out what he wants to do if he does. Like, I don't think it's a situation, and he said that if he doesn't coach the Golden State Warriors in 2026, 2027, he's not coaching anybody next year.
So he just wants to take a year off.
Yes.
Yeah, I that part of the Warriors that part of the Warriors is gone.
Okay.
If he don't mind coming back without Draymond, without Steph, which is hard, that's a harder way to coach. But I think that part, like Coach said, is running its course.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think he's done as well. I think the writing's on the wall when there are reports. Anytime reports come out, especially negative reports about said coach rubbing the front office the wrong way with controversial topics and innuendos about things that he stands for. There's not a contract sitting on the table for Steve Kerr. It's not like they said, "Hey, Steve, just sign this whenever you're ready." No, Steph Curry remains an elite scorer and playmaker, but he played in 43 games this year due to injuries. He's 38, and I don't see him playing 82 games anymore in his career. I just don't see it happening. And on top of that, you're looking at this team and saying, "Hey, this is a large market. We could get a Giannis Antetokounmpo. We could get some of these big-name free agents to come play alongside Steph Curry." Also, the Warriors got a lot going on inside their own kitchen with Draymond Green, like Weezy mentioned, Al Horford, DeAnthony Milton, all have player options this summer. So Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski also have extensions that are available. So it's a lot more than meets the eye. I think that they'll move on, get a younger guy in there, and switch things up. But a hell of a run for Steve Kerr, though, 100%. What we got, Couch?
All right, as the time of recording 2 weekends ago, Wrestlemania 42, the two-night spectacle, aired on ESPN. We saw new stars make statements from Trick Williams and Obi Fema over Brock Lesnar and Sami Zayn. Also, Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns, former champions who return to glory. But we also know, as if you haven't been living on the rock, the WWE is now on ESPN. So in order to watch these events, you have to have a ESPN subscription. So we're starting to see a lot of people complain about the price of the subscription, different things coming into play. Is it too commercialized? Matches being a whole lot shorter than they've been in the past. So my question for you guys is, has ESPN ruined WrestleMania events? Weezy.
Ruin is a strong word to a wrestling fan. I don't think it ruined where I never watched WrestleMania again. But it was a difference. It was different. It's, to me, I don't like that because I've been watching wrestling a long time.
Yeah, you have.
I've been watching wrestling a long time. It is crazy to go up there and watch a wrestling match, and then you get to watch a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that you know that's scripted,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to watch a press conference like you really, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild to me. And all the opening interviews, you know, it's different than back in the day when they was back there talking to Mean Gene Oakland. Now they on the ESPN with Dan Patrick. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Or Scott Van Pelt. That's different.
It's bigger.
Yeah. It's a gift and a curse.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ESPN ruined it. I mean, I think they kind of had to because WWE left Peacock for ESPN for a 5-year deal worth $1.6 billion. So you got to get some of that money back.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. It crashed as soon as I cut the damn thing. John Cena was walking out and it crashed. Then my first time watching WWE and the first time in 20 years, and I'm pulling up to see Jade.
That's
see
right.
What's going on for that?
That's right.
Obvious reasons.
That's right.
And this was their chance to kind of bring a person like me back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the worst matches I've ever watched in my life. It was terrible.
But you didn't know none of the storylines then.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe that missed me.
No.
But then in turn, I'm looking at it like, oh, and as soon as they walked in there, and I said, somebody's finna come out. Somebody came out, and I was like, she's finna lose. And she lost. And I was like, man, I ain't never watching this shit again.
But you watched it with your black fist though. You watched
No,
it with your
I
black
just
fist.
watched it because Jade Cargill is cool to look at.
Yeah, and you wanted her to win.
No, I don't give a damn what she was up there doing. I don't care. I just want to see Jade.
But you mad
Cargill.
because you mad because she lost.
I don't care if she won or lost. I just knew that she was about to lose just the way that the match was going. I'm telling you.
I got
yeah.
you.
But,
Yeah. Nah, man. It was a bad match. Because I'm the same. I hadn't watched wrestling, I don't know when, but I wanted to see Jay wrestle. Shout out to Jeff. I told Jeff, let me know when Jay's about to wrestle. He flew me the kite, so I tuned in. The match was bad because they are almost botching moves. And it ain't just, and I know the thing is been that she got into it to the big stage too fast because she didn't go through the proper way of training. But it wasn't just her that the moves wasn't looking good.
Oh, now that's true. Like, women's wrestling is not as pristine as men's wrestling. They're not.
But
you if you looking with a close eye, you can see the efficiencies in it. Yeah.
Back when I did watch wrestling a long time ago, the women matches wasn't this bad.
Yeah, but they wasn't. They trying to do too many moves.
Yeah, it just don't. It was not.
It's hard.
Drop kicks are bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was nothing that made me want to say, you know what, I watch this again at all. And fans ain't happy about it. The match is too short, like I said. Like even the championship match, I think it was 30 minutes, I believe it was.
I did not watch it.
I didn't either.
CM Punk.
I'm just did my research.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we watched, think about how long the main match was. They probably ripped 45, 50 minutes out there.
Yeah.
Now,
Like, anyway.
Now maybe this is a health thing. They trying to protect the wrestlers. I don't know, but
And they
45 a long time.
and CM Punk trying to get back. Remember, he took 10 years off. CM Punk
didn't wrestle for 10 years.
Yeah, he took 10 years off.
I ain't know.
I ain't know that.
He got him and Vince McMahon got into. He took 10 years off.
Okay.
He's 56 years old.
See, yeah,
CM
come
Punk
on, man.
He's wrestling at 56 years old.
I think he's 56 years old.
I mean, Ric Flair wrestled at 70, so
Ric Flair was out there, motherfucker. Flavian 6.
70 years old.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk some NCAA basketball. Audi Crooks was the #1 player in women's college basketball transfer portal. Many teams were in play, but the former Iowa State Cyclone star ultimately chose to stay in the Big 12 conference. Crooks signed with the Oklahoma State Cowgirls and head coach J.C. Hoyt. She reportedly is set to make $1.4 million in her NIL deal. She was second in Division I's women's college basketball in points per game with 25.8. For perspective, Oklahoma State's leading scorer last season averaged 13.6 points per game. Coach. Was this a good landing spot for Audi Crooks?
Yeah, I think it was a good spot because of what came along with it. Not only did she get paid, but they have emerged as one of the top women's college teams by adding Audi and the supporting cast. Because she's one of the most dominant posts in college basketball, especially on the offensive end. But what they did was they added Florida guard Liv McGill, who was the number 2 player in the portal. They added Nene Ndiaye, a forward from Rutgers. They added Ellie Brueggemann, a guard from Lindenwood, who plays in OVC, which is crazy, who shot 44% from the 3. And they added Talexia Weeder, the D2 player of the year, to go along with her.
Okay.
So not only did they bring Audi in, but they bought some killers around her to have a good team. So now Oklahoma State is going to be in a mix when they start talking about one of the better teams in women's basketball.
Weez, I'll let you close things out, but I think this is the worst case scenario for the Cyclones because they lost 9 players in the portal. We talked about this ad nauseum.
They the Cowboys.
No, I'm talking about Iowa State Cyclones.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so OK State though was 24-10 last season. Both were 8 seeds between them and Iowa State. But OK State beat them twice. Both times they played. Now you're getting their best player, and then you add Liv McGill, like Coach mentioned. She was the SEC first team All-American, averaged 22 points. I thought personally Notre Dame was the best landing spot for her because Audi Crooks said in all of her interviews when she was a free agent, we'll call it now, she wanted to have scorers all around her. She wanted to be on a winning program and a good basketball culture. Now, I think Notre Dame offers all 3. Oklahoma State maybe offers 1 of the 3, maybe 2. The elephant in the room for me, and this is what I want to ask you about, Weezy. I know you watched the WNBA draft that just passed. Reagan Beers, who fits the mold of a traditional center. She played at Oklahoma last year. She did not get drafted. Do you think going to Oklahoma State will put Audi Crooks in the same situation where she might not get drafted to the WNBA?
Yeah, it could be because the other girl was better than Audi Crooks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Reagan Beers was second team All-American, great player. I mean, Audi was. Here's
the thing with Audi Crooks. She's gonna have to go to the tournament and have a run to get. She's gonna have to have a run. She's gonna have to have a run. What was the guy to play for NC State?
The guy,
the big
Burns,
something like that. You gotta have a run like that,
Burns,
just to put a lot of pressure. Then somebody will draft her. But
go ahead.
But my thing is, she stayed in the Big 12, so she's going to go back and play that team
twice.
I don't know. I mean, money's good, but I hope the money's real good.
Yeah. I just don't know if it mattered where she went. To be honest, I don't know if she would have got drafted because everybody has seen how she gonna guard on the other end. Imagine her trying to guard Asia Wilson.
Yeah,
she can't do it.
She can't guard none of those.
But can Asia Wilson guard her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she's 6'5".
6'5". Yeah, she's gonna put her hands up.
Yeah. What she,
just go through Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to.
Yeah,
but she got to get back. That's what I'm saying. The problem with Audi Crooks is defense. That's just that.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't know if Oklahoma State is gonna push her to get in the shape that she needs to be in to play in the WNBA. And I think that's what she's said ad nauseum, that she wants to play in the WNBA. So if you're trying to go to the WNBA, I think Notre Dame would have been a better place to do that.
And here's the thing. This is gonna be tough to say, but
might not say it.
Just might not
need to say it.
No, her losing weight might not be best for her game.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That happened a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean,
Luka wasn't the same when he lost weight.
Nah,
he wasn't.
We comparing singing to basketball, man. Bro, if she lost 15 pounds,
that's about a tremendous amount.
Yeah,
what?
That wouldn't been a difference.
40.
See,
she'll still be powerful though.
I don't know if she can bang it for.
I think
she can't bang. Like
she'd still be able to bang. She'd still be able to bang. She would.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Luther wasn't Luther though.
Luther wasn't the same.
He wasn't. I ain't talking. I wasn't disagreeing with that.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
What's your favorite Luther
song?
What's your favorite Luther? Never too much. Never too much.
What's my that one?
Luther wasn't
when
right.
No one is not there.
I didn't know he wasn't right.
Let's go, man. Let's
get halftime.
I was older.
Yeah.
I ain't
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast. Halftime, we are back with In Case You Missed It, HBCU football will soon have a new unified national poll. Commissioners from the 4 HBCU conferences, the SWAC, the MEAC, the CIAA, and the SIAC. Is there a short for that? SEAC?
SEAC.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
SEAC.
SEAC.
Okay. Have formed. I just want to say SEAC, and then like, ain't the damn
Nah,
SEAC.
That's it.
Okay.
SEAC.
Okay. Have formally agreed to launch the Black College Football Poll and All-American teams beginning in 2026. The BCFP's rankings will cover all 4 conferences using the same divisional structures that determine the NCAA championship standards. The voting body includes coaches and selected media professionals who submit a weekly top 10 ballot. For each ballot, a first place ranker will receive 10 points, second place gets 9, third place gets 8, and so on. The team ranked 10th will receive 1 point from the ballot. The total points from the ballot determine the weekly rankings. At the end of the regular season, the BCFP will present year-end individual honors, including Coach of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Freshman of the Year in each division. Guys, this is a big-time move for HBCU football.
Yeah, I think it is because it'll give them a little more light and give them a little more opportunity to win some of these awards. My question is, though, and I guess you could say I'm biased, will they be able to include the independent HBCUs in it, which sucks for your TSUs?
Yeah.
Howard. No, Howard's still in the MEAC.
Still in the MEAC?
Hampton's not an HBCU.
Yeah.
And
it ain't A&T, is it?
A&T is still, A&T might have left too.
They might have left too, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I know for sure Hampton and TSU are not in the HBCU conference. So it sucks that they won't be able to be a part of that.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, to put them all together like that, I'm cool with that. They need as much as publicity as they can get.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they need to shine more light on some of those players because some of those players are really good players. That unified poll, All-American teams, kind of like Weezy mentioned, push the culture forward, give some of the players who can really play the recognition they deserve.
And bring the classics back. More classics. We need more classics, man. People should spend good money traveling for them classics.
Apply to be voters for this too. So I think we love to have a vote for that. Yeah,
North Carolina A&T is in the CAA with Hampton.
See, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it was A&T. Yeah.
Real quick, go back to earlier. CM Punk is not 56. He's 47.
Okay.
It's a big difference.
That's a big difference.
Huge. That's almost a damn decade.
Yeah, so somebody would have said, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. My bad. I'll let me.
You was trying to get through Audi Crooks.
Why you had to go back? You didn't have to go back. We passed that.
Let's start with the second half.
We passed that, bro. So you rolling backwards.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, it is time to hand out draft grades for the 2026 NFL Draft. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
The first round of the 2026 NFL Draft is in the books, and what a wild one it was on Thursday night, especially if you were a Bills fan waiting for your team to pick. They kept trading down and finally out of the first round, just like our San Francisco 49ers coach. We did not have a pick until day 2. What a time to be alive. We're here to give out some draft grades for the first 16 picks, and then we can throw in a little bit of mixes a little later in the first round. But let's kick things off first with the Las Vegas Raiders pick of Fernando Mendoza, quarterback. Weezy, give us your grade.
I give it an A. No big surprise. They did what they wanted to do. We knew what they was going to do. It wasn't no big conspiracy about it. They went in there and made the pick. I give it an A.
Coach.
I give it a B. They needed a quarterback, and they had to take the best available one in this draft. But I give it a B because that doesn't mean he's going to be a great quarterback.
Right.
But they had to take him because he's the best one available, and they needed a quarterback. So I give it a B.
Yeah, I'm going with a B-. They're in store for yet another rebuild. Now have a chance to start the process over with a new quarterback. It's the only sensible pick, like Weezy mentioned. Mendoza's good enough to be the first pick, I think. They can kind of focus on getting back into the AFC West race with their new head coach, Clint Kubiak.
So
their shiny new quarterback.
So why wouldn't it be a if they got what they wanted to get?
Well, it was the best player available for the need that they had. But like me and Locke mentioned, we both don't think he's going to be any good.
I don't at all.
No, I don't think he's gonna be that good again. But we just driving off what the team wanted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but it goes to
I don't think
a bunch of determining factors to give you a grade, though, as we move on through the draft. We'll see. The number 2 pick is the New York Jets. They picked David Bailey, edge from Texas Tech. Coach, give us your grade.
I give it a C. I think they picked a player that's a high value position, and the only reason I give it a C is because I feel that Arvell Reese is going to be a better player, and he was there. Not saying that David Bailey's not going to be good, but Arvell Reese, he has a unique skill set, a higher ceiling that I think eventually could be a Pro Bowler or even All Pro. Not saying that David Bailey may not get there, but I think Arvell Reese is the better guy, so I gave him a C.
So you don't feel like it's a 1A, 1B type thing with Arvell Reese and David Bailey?
Nah.
I got you.
What you got, Weezy?
I give it a B. I give this one a B. This a good pick. Kind of because they had to pick whatever they wanted because they knew Fernando Mendoza was going 1. Yeah. So really they can do anything they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And they went with their best pick. But I get the Jets all around A for their total draft
in the first round. Okay.
Yeah.
I give this a B+. I think he's the most pro-ready rusher in the class. Might be a one-trick pony kind of early, but he needs to kind of work on that physicality and that run defense. But you add T'Vondre Sweat, which makes a little bit more of a seamless transition for Bailey. He can develop as a run defender playing alongside such a behemoth that is T. Sweat. So that Jets defense needed a talent off the edge after losing Jermaine Johnson. So great pick, B+ for sure. The number 3 pick, the Arizona Cardinals pick Jeremiah Love, running back from Notre Dame. Weezy, give us a grade for this.
Man, I want to give them a C, but I'm gonna give them a B because here's the thing: they needed so much, but I think they took this pick just to keep him from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. They needed so much more, but they said generational talent, and you can't pass on them, so they took what they can get.
Go.
I give him a D.
Ooh.
Nothing against Jeremiah Love. He's great. A fantastic running back who can make plays. But they don't have a quarterback. They have a terrible offensive line, and their defense is bad. Yeah. They need to build from the trenches. It's so many good offensive linemen they could have taken here and go get you a running back later on down. And he's not going to be a Jeremiah Love running back. No. I get that. But if he can't get any blocking, he's not going to be able to be the Jeremiah Love he could be anyway. Yep. So I give him a D because they already signed Tyler Algier this offseason. So why you go get a running back when you need an offensive line right here? So I give it a D.
Because you going to say something?
Thank you. They tipped their hand because they wanted to trade so bad. They just didn't get the trade they wanted. Mm-hmm. They wanted somebody to trade with them so bad because they said, we're looking at Jeremiah Love. We love him. Nobody ever says that because people are scared that somebody's going to take them. They wanted to trade so bad, but they didn't get. I guess they didn't get what they was off. I mean, what they wanted.
Clearly, this pick was a trade that was waiting to happen, and they just didn't get the value that they wanted for the pick. So you get the best available player. This is just not the player that the Cardinals needed at this time. So that's why I gave it a D. You're trying to rebuild in the toughest division in the NFL. This just doesn't seem like the right team for a luxury pick. Look at what happened with Ashton Jeanty last year. Even though he played really well with the Raiders, this is a tough spot to take a running back, especially at 3 when there's so many holes on the offensive line. Definitely a D for me with the Arizona Cardinals. And he can end up being great. Right. That's what it ain't got nothing to do with necessarily Jeremiah Love
at all.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
And that's the problem. He's just gonna be wasting there for a little while. Next up, the Tennessee Titans picked Carnell Tate, wide receiver from Ohio State. Weezy, what's your pick as far as the grade?
I give it a C. And I give it a C because you get caught up in the hype and the radio shows and the mock draft, and nobody saw this coming. Now, here's the thing. We did need a wide receiver.
100%.
We did need a wide receiver. So they addressed a valuable need. I just think we could have traded up later on like we did. We could have traded up later on and got him later on down the line and probably got somebody, a defensive player. But they got what they needed. They wanted help for Cam Ward on the offensive end. They did it. So I give it a C.
Go.
That's all the Titans do is pick defensive players. Weezy, they do that every year, it seems like. Except last year, clearly they got Cam, but I give it a B because, like you mentioned, they needed somebody that could help Cam Ward, and they needed a receiver. With Jeremiah Love off the board, they got a receiver that can give him an option to help him play better than what he did last year and continue to grow. So I gave it a B.
I'm going with a D. Cam Ward gets a quality talent, but I don't think he's number 4 level talent. I just don't see it. That's a lot. That's a bit of a reach. He'll be a productive player for a very long time. Not the greatest athleticism, but he wins on tough plays. Never be a number 1. I think you draft a number 1 at 4. He's not a number 1 wide receiver. He's going to be a strong piece to a passing game for years to come. Carnell Tate is really good, just a little high for someone of his skill set. I think it was a bad pick.
I mean, you say he'll never be number 1. He'll be number 1 for our team for sure. And
If Calvin Ridley comes back, Calvin Ridley's number 1.
I think that's why they got him to replace Calvin Ridley for next year.
So you don't think Calvin Ridley plays the game?
No, Calvin Ridley played this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But after this year, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I think that they'll figure out a way to trade, and they'll get Jeremiah Smith, and he'll still be a number 2. You see what I'm saying?
They won't get Jeremiah. We ain't gonna be that bad to get Jeremiah Smith. If we do,
Nice young, man. The nice young.
if we go out there and win 3 games again,
What?
I might pull a U. Real.
Yeah, right. You'll never do that.
That'd be our third. Here's the thing: if we go out there with 3 games again, that coach can't stand that. That coach will get fired.
The coach is not getting fired.
I'm telling you. Listen about the 1 year shit. Listen, we can't go out there 3 years in a row and win 3 games.
This is second year, though, right?
Now this is his first year.
No, I'm saying this is going into his second year?
No, this
This is going into his first year?
yes.
Robert Salas his first year.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
I'm telling y'all now.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all.
You know,
They're not going to fire him if they all win 3
they're
games.
not firing.
They
They
not
just
doing that.
fired a guy.
They're not doing that.
They
After-
fired 2 of them.
They're not
They
doing
fired him after his first year.
Yeah,
He didn't make it
I
up.
think they learned.
He did-
You're going into a new stadium. You're not doing that with a new coach. No.
I'm telling you, we gotta win more than 3 games. He gonna be real hot, real hot.
The number 5 pick is the New York Giants. They picked Arvell Reese, edge from Ohio State. Coach, give us your grade.
I gave him an A. It's another pass rusher to go with Carter, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, John Harbaugh. They always take the best player available. And with him dropping a 5 is a steal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to make it miserable for that NFC East for quarterbacks. So I gave it an A.
Reese?
Yeah, he fell in their lap. I give it A. They with him and Thibodeau and the other guy,
Abdul
Carter.
Brian Burns.
That's a real good defensive
Mhm.
core. That's too many pass rushes.
Same players, bro.
But
Got to replace somebody. So
here's the thing: it's a rotation. Just like Robert Saleh, he runs a rotation. It might, in that conference, you need one.
I give it a D. You get Kayvon Thibodeau in 2022. You traded for Brian Burns in 2025. You drafted Abdul Carter in 2025. Why would you draft Arvell Reese, who's not a linebacker? He can stand up and guard, like maybe a tight end or something like that. But you needed a middle linebacker. I understand you get the best value for the pick right there. It's a value pick. I get it. But he could have easily been the 2nd overall pick. I'm not knocking that. Arvell Reese is cold. He is a great player, but you find out a way to get rid of Dexter Lawrence because he didn't want to play there anymore. And I'm understanding you're replenishing that front 7, but they better have Reese play linebacker. And if you draft him to play edge, this is malpractice because you have 3 very highly paid edge rushers. Why would you get a 4th?
Because he fell, like you said, he fell in their lap. They didn't think he was going to be there, Jay. They didn't think he was going to be there. You have to take that pick. If anything, they need a corner.
Yeah.
If anything, they need a corner.
And that's the problem that teams have right there because there isn't a corner that you draft at number 5 in this draft. It's just not.
Exactly.
It's just not.
But they won with 6.
They're looking at these quarterbacks they're going to have to go against.
Yeah.
And
you want to get Dak had a great year.
Every possession you can just keep the energy going because, like you said, you got 4 of them, so you rotate them.
They couldn't pass up.
Yeah. I guess, but I just think that isn't the best way of using a top 5 pick to get a need that you don't really need. 5 is a need pick. You need something. You said they needed a cornerback. They need another running back. They don't need.
Yeah, but the running back was gone.
The running back is gone. The cornerback ain't there.
The corner, so you take that.
Oh, hell no. I ain't.
So
Especially,
you saying they should have traded the pick?
I would say trade the pick
Oh shit. No.
or pick a need, which is middle linebacker right there. Or Caleb Downs is right there.
He is a linebacker.
Who?
Arvell Reese.
No. He's rushing the quarterback. That's his talent. He ain't guarding nobody. What he could do is maybe a running back going to flats. He could go and guard that. But no.
You said middle linebacker. Brian Burns is the middle linebacker.
No, he's an edge rusher. He had 17 sacks last year.
Really?
Yeah. They don't have a middle linebacker. That's what I'm telling you. Sonny Styles is right there. The number 6 pick, the Kansas City Chiefs traded the Cleveland Browns, and they picked Mansour Delaney, cornerback from LSU. Weezy, give us a grade for this.
They needed this. Well, they traded their best corner to the Rams.
Yep.
And so they went up and got a corner for LSU, which is a pedigree for corners.
That's what they do.
So I think they addressed it, that, like you said, they addressed a valuable need.
Valuable need. That's it. Now you see what I'm saying. Need. That's a need pick. He's the best corner.
He falls in your lap though, Jay. You can't.
You traded up to get him too. Coach.
Yeah, this is they needed a cornerback.
Yeah.
He has all the intentions become locked down in the NFL. You couldn't pass up on him right here because that's what they needed in Cleveland. So I get it's an A for sure.
I guess I'm cameraman. I'm grading hard today.
Damn.
I guess C+.
Jesus.
The Chiefs are in need of a cornerback, but this is a reach for Mansour Delaney. Talented player. Right fit because you lose Trent McDuffie, who is an all-pro corner. I get that. But surprising, you still have Sonny Styles right there. You still have Caleb Downs right there. So I said, when I saw them trading up, I said,
Sonny Styles is guy.
yeah, that's my guy.
Sonny Styles is
Oh, yeah, 100%. I seen him, man. And so that's what I'm saying. When I'm seeing them trading up, I said, oh, are they going to get Sonny Styles? Because they got Nick Bolton. I get that. Or you getting Caleb Downs because you don't have a safety.
But you just contradicted yourself on what a need. You gave this team a bad grade for something they needed.
I said it's not a bad
because
pick.
they didn't get Sonny Styles.
But what I'm saying is you could have stayed at 6 and you could have got him at 9 without trading up. Regardless of that, they had to get something at cornerback. I get that. Walking into the season without a major cornerback on that team, you had to address a need. I get that. I'm saying he would have been there at 9. He'd been right there at 9.
They didn't think that, Joe.
He'd been there at 9. Number 7 is the Washington Commanders pick, and they picked Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State.
You go ahead.
So he wouldn't have been there.
Who? No. I said that they should have got. Now he would have been there at 9.
He said the cornerback would have been there.
No, quarterback would have been there.
Oh,
at 9.
okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you give this grade?
A+. A damn plus. You just lost one of the best linebackers to ever play football in Bobby Wagner. This is a seamless pick right here. He just goes in. He's going to have 100 tackles as a rookie. I'm not bullshit. You desperately need to upgrade that back 7. I get it. So if you get Caleb Downs, maybe so. But if you need somebody to run that Dan Quinn defense, just like Bobby Wagner, his name is Sonny Styles. This is an all-pro, which you guys should have got. I told you this guy's going to be an all-pro. I guarantee you this guy's going to be an all-pro. 6'5", 240, athlete, can play safety, man, he's nasty.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it because this is pick.
Yeah.
So pick.
I give it an A though, because he's a converted safety who has the skills, athleticism, he has the size, pause to play that linebacker spot for the Commanders. So I did give it an A though.
Here's the thing. I don't want to hear it. And if he's not an all pro, I don't want to hear it, man. It's the system he playing in, or it's he ain't got no help. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
No. He got all the help he need. I'm just saying
this is
he's gonna be fine. If he went anywhere in this top 7, he was gonna be an all pro. That's how good he is.
Clip this. Make sure you hold on to this one.
He's cold. Sonny Styles, cold. He's cold. Coming in number 8, the New Orleans Saints picked Jordan Tyson, wide receiver from Arizona State. Weezy, give us your grade.
I get this one a B. They had to get a wide receiver. Because Olave, they got Olave.
They do.
But Olave,
wide receiver 1.
Yeah, he
had you throwing to him for the last 2 years.
I knew you was gonna say that.
This how throwing to him.
Yeah, but this.
Give me his quarterback last year.
I forgot that boy's name.
Yeah.
But that ain't nothing. I forget everybody's damn name. That don't mean.
I'm saying
that don't.
very forgettable quarterback. Very forgettable.
Yeah, but he, if anything, he'll help out Olave. This guy can play.
Coach.
I give it a B. They took a weapon to help the young quarterback. There are some red flags with him though, because he has a history of injuries, and even though he played for the legendary Hines Ward, is he's going to be able to be available?
Mm-hmm.
If he is available, his size and skill is helpful for him, and he has all the tools to be a great wide receiver and catch the ball. But he just has to stay healthy. So I gave it a B.
I give this a B as well. You need some extra juice on that offensive side of the ball. Took a swing on a talented guy. This is a basketball player playing football, though. So, in turn, you're going to be a little prone to injury because, again, you're a basketball player. His brother plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They play basketball their entire lives. Just so happened to be 6'5" and decided to play wide receiver.
Stop.
So, that's what I'm saying. I have him as the best wide receiver in this draft.
You just don't get to be a basketball player and be a first round in top 10 team. No, he can play football, Jay.
No, that's what I'm saying. He can also play basketball. But I'm saying, Coach, you know what I'm saying when I'm saying a basketball player is playing football?
No,
like, in turn, you're not used. In the summer, he's playing AAU. You see what I'm saying?
Not in the past 3 years, he ain't, Jay.
I'm talking about growing up, bro.
Yeah, but now he's a football player.
The injuries that he's had are like knick-knack injuries because of him playing basketball his entire life.
Yeah,
he don't have the same.
I do not agree with you. I'm saying respectful, but I do not. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I had him as the highest ranked wide receiver ahead of Carnell Tate in the entire draft. Just needs some refinement, but she should be a quality starter next to Chris Olave. I think he'll be fine. That's why I give it a B.
So you would take the risk of his injuries to be the number one receiver taken?
Oh, yeah, I would have took him. Like, if this kid goes to play with Cam Ward, it'll look totally different. Carnell Tate is going to be good. Might be 700-800 this year. I think he's playing alongside Cam Ward. Jordan Tyson could be a 1,000-yard receiver. He'd be like BT, Brian Thomas Jr. that first year.
Tyler Shuck.
No. Oh, no. I said if he's with
Cam Ward.
Yeah, for sure. The number 9 pick is the Cleveland Browns via trade with the Kansas City Chiefs. They pick Spencer Fano, offensive tackle from Utah. Coach, give us your grade.
I give it an A, man. They need linemen in the worst way, and he's one of the best linemen in this draft. Mm-hmm. You know, that's one of the things that the Giants have to build. They're going to get their quarterback of the future back healthy. They're going to get their running back healthy in Cam Scatterbo. So they need to get an offensive line to be able to protect those guys and be able to block for them. So I think I gave this an A.
Weezy?
Yeah, you can say, hey, Cleveland Brown, they needed an O tackle, and they got one right here. Yeah, they had quarterbacks running for their lives.
Yeah. My pick, B+. Nice process for the Browns. Trading down to get a versatile offensive lineman might be exactly what this team needs. Could have played all 5 positions on the offensive line. So you're able to keep your 5 best offensive guys on the offensive line on the field at all times. I don't think he'll stick at left tackle, but his floor and ceiling are both really high. So I got Spencer Fano as a B+. It's a good pick. The number 10 pick is the New York Giants via trade with the Cincinnati Bengals, and they pick Francis Malgoa, offensive tackle from Miami. Coach, give us your grade.
Give it an A, man. He's arguably one of the best offensive linemen. If had the Giants picked him right here at 5, wouldn't nobody said anything. No. But they were able to wait and get him at 10. He has started right tackle probably, and we had a chance to be a Pro Bowler. That's how good this kid is. So I give it an A.
I think Giants had one of the best drafts because, you
said the Jets too. Giants and the Jets had a good draft?
Yeah, because the Giants had a good draft because your boy fell in their lap. Yeah. And then they got what Harbaugh does, he goes get an offensive lineman.
I hate that they're going to stunt the growth for RBL Reese like that because he need to be playing every night. He need to be playing every snap. And he's not going to play because Abdul Carter needs to play every night. And so does Kayvon Thibodeau because you got to pay him. And then Brian Burns is getting $40 million.
They'll figure it out. I promise you.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I have these guys as a grade A as well. They didn't necessarily need to add another offensive line here, but I assume that they just really like the potential of Malgoa. He can be a versatile starter as well. Got a lot of size, a lot of power to grow at right tackle or guard long term. Just a good need pick there, and it's just best player available. It's a good pick. The number 11 pick is the Dallas Cowboys via a trade with the Miami Dolphins, and they pick Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State. Weezy, what you think?
A+. Cowboys don't miss draft. They don't miss drafting a star in the first round. Michael Parsons, What's the wide receiver? CD Lamb. They don't miss in the first round. They go for stars.
Yes, I'm just saying historically, yeah, they go for names.
But them names are really good.
Yeah, I'm just saying they missed though. It's all good though. But
they ain't missed in the first round in a long time. I mean, they ain't missed.
But you like Downs though. That's your guy. You like Downs.
Yeah, I like Downs. Caleb Downs. And that defense was horrible last year. That defense gave up 30 points a game. Yeah. So he's gonna solidify the back end of that defense. And yeah, you know, Outland winner. He was. I mean, Thorpe winner. He led Alabama in tackles as a freshman.
Yep.
You know, all American.
Yep.
Plug and play.
Yeah, he saw Green's little grass on the other side, and he went on up.
I didn't know he had a brother playing in the league.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Colts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I watch football every Sunday. I didn't know that.
I give it an A, man. They gave up 2 fifth-round picks to move up one spot to get him. They needed that position filled right there, and Caleb Downs is the person who's going to do it. He's going to make the defense a lot better than what they were last year. So I gave it an A.
I give it an A+. Dallas trading up here to arguably get the best player in the draft right there at the defensive position, man. Caleb Downs is just a phenomenal talent. One spot to secure a potential all-pro guy. And it's just one of those things, and he's in a spot where he's going to shine there because he's everywhere on the field. Just one of those safeties that if all goes well health-wise, he'll be an all-pro Hall of Famer guy. So, yeah, that's perfect for them, man. I love that pick. The number 12 pick is the Miami Dolphins via a trade with the Cowboys. They picked Caden Proctor, offensive tackle from Alabama coach. Give us your grade.
Man, this the pick is about 3 years too late. I get this an A, man. They starting to build from the trenches, which what they should have done a long time ago. Maybe Tua would be playing a little longer, not to have all these concussions. Yeah. He's 350 pounds, lineman. He's really good. So I give it an A because they build with the trenches.
It's a light day, coach. At 350.
Yeah, he more than
350 plus.
Enough. Yeah.
6 through 7.
North for that. Yeah, what you got?
Man, I think this is a great pick for them. Caden Proctor is a huge dude.
6'7", 350.
Yeah. Super athletic. He run the ball a little bit. Great pick. They needed a offensive lineman. They got one. I think it's a great pick, but a wrong city for him.
Yeah.
Wrong city for him. I seen him last night. This is what he did. And I watch the draft. I watch everything.
Mm-hmm.
When he got up, he put his chain out to make sure you saw his chain.
Yeah.
He put his chain.
He's from Iowa.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
He was talking so you can see his grill.
Yeah.
The big boy earrings.
Yeah, the big boy.
He went to the wrong city.
Yeah, he went to the wrong city. Yeah.
He went to the wrong
parade in my city.
Yeah, and ain't no OGs on that team for him.
Nah, not anymore. They all gone.
Yeah,
they all gone.
Be careful. You need to holler at me.
Yeah.
No, he don't.
Yeah, now I'm gonna get him right.
No.
3 years ago, I told him to go do his thing, but I get him right now.
Yeah. I say a C+, man, because the recent track record on 350-pound players isn't great. Proctor has a ways to go for conditioning and technique, but the upside of this kid, if Caden Proctor turns out to be the guy that everybody thinks he is, he could have been, if they do a redraft in 5 years and Caden Proctor reaches his potential, he's the number 1 pick in this draft, without a doubt, on a redraft. Yeah. Upside is crazy, man. So athletic, so much to work on at the same time. Everybody's hoping for him to do well. Long-term duo with Patrick Paul at tackle. But this kid is a special talent, one of the most athletic dudes that I've ever seen on a football field. But, man, it's just wrong city, wrong kid, man. Yeah, 100. That's why I give it a C.
If his offense, like you said, develops him, he's Trent Williams.
Oh, man, yeah, cold, man.
He's a monster.
Yeah. The number 13 pick, Los Angeles Rams. From the Falcons. They picked Ty Simpson, quarterback from Alabama. Weezy, give us your grade for this.
Now, I'm a quarterback guy, man.
Are you?
And yes, I am. I like Ty Simpson, but I think there's a little nepotism on this one. Nepotism. Les Snead is really close with his dad.
Jason Simpson, head coach, UT Moore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they said McVay didn't want that pick.
He did. You could tell.
They said McVay because McVay. Yeah, McVay, he don't like coaching young players. That's why they say the hell with them picks. He don't like coaching young players. That's why he'll go get a veteran in a heartbeat. So I just hope it don't ruin, because Les Snead, they do really good with that money, and I don't hope it don't mess up the monotony there. But they said he didn't want that pick.
I can see that.
So I give it a C.
Coach.
Hey, I give it a C too, man. They looking at that they have a 38-year-old quarterback, but he's not gonna be the quarterback of the future. I don't think he's gonna be the good either. I just don't. And this is a team I think they're going all in for 2026, whether Super Bowl or bust for them. So I don't understand that pick right here. I don't think he's gonna be good. I don't think he's gonna work with the Rams first. So I give it a C.
Okay, so this is an F minus.
Damn.
This is bad because Les Snead and Jason Simpson have a really good relationship. He talked to Ty Simpson about even, he talked to him, should I stay at Alabama? Should I hit the transfer portal? Or should I go in the draft? And Les Snead talked him into going into the draft. And so taking a family friend with the 13th pick to compete with Stetson Bennett for the backup spot while your team is in now, yeah, you got to win now. You traded for a top 10 corner in Trent McDuffie. You're trying to win now, and you get an undersized QB whose traits are mediocre at best. And on top of that, Matthew Stafford still got another year, maybe 2.
Yeah, if he wins.
If he wins, maybe sitting on the bench behind Stafford and can unlock this kid, and he'll see him play like Jordan Love did. I don't know, but even if he was injured, man, his size makes that a concern in the NFL, man. This is an F+ for me, at most.
F+.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, I don't see that one.
They said McVay wanted the cornerback from Tennessee, the corner.
Who hasn't been drafted
Yeah.
yet, Jamal McCoy.
Yeah, but I don't know why he did it. He got a corner, though. He just got to win.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When you got a team like this, you can set him down because he might have to have another surgery.
Yeah.
Get a bone, because I think if the bone grew weird, so they have to shave the bone down, which will be out for another year. With this team, though, he comes back being a guy. You can set him down for a year, and then he comes back at 100% next year, and you still got a guy there. But I don't know. That's tough. The number 14 pick is the Baltimore Ravens. They picked my guy, Vega Ione, offensive guard from Penn State. Weezy.
They needed one. They lost a lot of linemen. They lost a couple anyway.
Ty Linderbaum.
Yeah, and they needed a guard, so they had to do that. Yeah, I give it an A.
Coach.
I give it an A as well because they needed him. It's like Weezy mentioned, when you lose a guard, you got to go get you one, and you got to get you a good one. So I give them an A.
Yeah, Vega. We all had Vega going in the top 10. So for him to slide to 14, then you need interior help. You lose Tyler Linderbaum to the Raiders. Sensible pick. Should be a little bit more steady for a boom and bust offensive line that Lamar relied on last year. So A for me as well. The number 15 pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Reuben Bain Jr., edge from Miami was picked. Coach, give us your grade.
First, I give it an A. First of all, he has a cold nickname, Tampa Bain.
Tampa Bain is cold.
That's tough.
I thought you made that up because that was real.
Nah, that's real.
Really?
Yeah, that's real. That's tough. Even though everybody's questioning his arm length, I think it's a great pick. I give it an A. The film don't lie. Damn all that. The measurables. We starting to start getting a little out of hand with these measurables and analytics and all this shit. We starting to get a little out of hand. Put the damn film on.
Right.
The man played in the ACC. He played against SEC players and did the same thing. So at the highest of levels, these arms didn't bother him. I think this is a great pick. He slipped to 15, so this is going to be still a pick for Tampa Bay. I just think he's going to be a player, and they let the analytics and the word about his arm length drop him in the draft. So he fell into their lap. I get his A.
Yeah, I give it. Yeah, they fell in his lap. I give it an A too. But and here's the thing, I saw it in his eyes. He ready to play ball.
He is,
and he got a grown man
mustache.
Yeah, he ain't ready. He ain't for that play.
No, he not.
He ain't for that play. He and he went to the top balls. Top balls will get him right. Yeah.
I got to say as well. Falling this far is kind of crazy. You get a ton of value at a pick right here at 15. I get it, short arms, whatever the case may be, but this guy's 10-sack player every year. Super high floor player. Can make the Buccaneers defense a lot more physical. So I'm giving this an A as well. And the number 16 pick, the New York Jets from the Colts, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end from Oregon. Weezy, give us a grade for this.
Hey, it was either him or the Stowers dude at tight end from Vanderbilt. And you go here, which really he's a wide receiver here. This guy's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So yeah,
both of them are.
Yeah. I give it a B.
Yeah. I mean, coach.
I give it a B as well, man. He's the fastest tight end in NFL draft history.
Damn.
But like Weezy
Yeah.
mentioned, he can play wide receiver too. So, but either way, the Jets got a good weapon. Now they got Geno Smith to get him the ball. But there are other guys that were on the board, but I think they looked at him and looked at his speed, how he went from a wide receiver to a tight end, basically. So I think he'll be good with New York. So I give him a B.
C+ for me. Talented player, but he's not the player the Jets need right now, especially with Mason Taylor playing at such a high level in his rookie year. Put him in a tough situation. I feel this is kind of a luxury pick that needs to go so well because you have so many upgrades, like Coach mentioned. The pure talent for this kid, if you already have a guy who outperformed his contract in Mason Taylor, why do you go get another guy in Kenyon Sadiq that don't make any sense? Because you got the guy there in Mason Taylor. I think he's a good tight end. You don't need Kenyon Sadiq. I think you address a lot more needs because it's a bizarre logjam at tight end right now. I don't like it, so I give it a C+. Yeah. And that was our 16th pick. Any other weird picks you guys want to talk about? Mekhi Lemon with the Eagles. How you guys think about that?
I mean,
Well, I think they have to do something because they're gonna give it to AJ Brown.
Yeah.
But my thing is, y'all got to steal in the late rounds,
Yeah.
or somebody's still left that y'all like. Oh, there's gonna be a player.
Yeah. I get that about a C+ as well. I don't really like that one. I tell you what I do like. You lose. The Chicago Bears lost my guy, Kevin Byard. He went to play for Mike Vrabel with the Patriots. Yeah. So you replace him with my guy, Dylan Thieneman, safety from Oregon. And it's just a seamless spot. You put him right there. He's going to be playing safety just like KB was. Great pick for the Chicago Bears. That's my one for sure.
Do you get somebody that's not haven't been drafted yet that's gonna be a player? You think?
Yeah, it was Dylan Thieneman for me. As far as the late round guys,
Dylan Thieneman hasn't been drafted yet.
yeah, he just got drafted. That's what I was talking about with the
Oh,
Bears.
okay.
In the second round, it's some second round guys.
I like
Hell yeah.
whoever Zachariah Branch gonna be a player.
Nah, you just like fast little wide receivers like that. He ain't
Don't
gonna
shit
be
on my
that.
players.
Yeah.
Don't shit on what I think.
No,
Don't tell me.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I like Jacob Rodriguez, a linebacker from Texas Tech. Remember him? He was up for the Heisman.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Remember him? Yeah.
We
He's
were
cold.
50.
Nah, you just
Yeah.
like linebackers, dog.
Nah, he cold though. He was.
He should have won. We should have been up for the Heisman.
He was cold. He was sideline.
Yeah, he
sideline.
was sideline round. Yeah,
I need him.
He looked like
got the best linebacker in the world.
I'm gonna tell you who he gonna be like, Weezy.
Who?
He gonna be like what's my man that was at Luke Kuechly?
You gonna be like Luke Kuechly.
Luke.
Yeah. That's a lot though, coach. That's a Hall of
Damn.
Fame.
He cold.
Yeah, Jacob Rodriguez is cold. He's cold. Yeah, great player. He'll go in the second
Is
round.
Mike Vrabel gonna keep his job? Who? Mike Vrabel.
And that is
That's public knowledge,
yes,
dude.
yes.
It is.
He's going.
It is.
Never mind. I ain't finna get up into that. Now, tweet some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, big baby.
Coach.
Get a drummer song.
Cameraman, The Revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution will be podcasted.